The Washington Commanders finally have good news. Jayden Daniels is set to return this week, fully cleared for contact after dislocating his elbow in early November. He practiced without limitations for the first time since the injury, and Dan Quinn says he's ready to start against the Vikings. His return is especially meaningful because if he takes the field, it will mark the first time all season that Washington will have its starting quarterback, its top receivers, and its full offensive line together. That alone shows how battered this roster has been. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay continues to struggle with its own injury setbacks. Both Mike Evans and Jalen McMillan remain unavailable. Evans has been sidelined since suffering a fractured clavicle, and his absence means his decade-long streak of reaching 1,000 receiving yards has officially come to an end. McMillan still hasn't played a snap this season while recovering from a preseason neck injury. Across the league, injuries continue to shape the Week 14 storylines. The Colts will be without Sauce Gardner, who's dealing with a calf injury. He was seen in a walking boot last week, and while the injury is not as severe as first feared, he won't suit up against Jacksonville. In Los Angeles, Justin Herbert is pushing to play despite surgery on his left hand. Doctors inserted a plate and screws to stabilize the injury, and he is expected to wear a hard cast if he takes the field. Jim Harbaugh remains optimistic, but the Chargers will wait to see how he responds through the weekend. The Vikings anticipate having McCarthy back after he cleared concussion protocol. He missed last week's loss to Seattle, where rookie Max Brosmer threw multiple interceptions. His return provides stability as Minnesota tries to regain rhythm against Washington. Cincinnati also received positive news as T. Higgins cleared concussion protocol and returned to full participation. Arizona, however, loses Marvin Harrison Jr. again, this time to a heel injury that surfaced last week. He didn't practice at all and is set to miss the matchup ahead. Dozens of teams released lengthy injury reports heading into the weekend, and many key contributors are still uncertain. Playoff contenders across both conferences are navigating missing offensive linemen, banged-up defensive starters, and wide receivers nursing soft tissue issues. Some teams are heading into critical games with patched-together secondaries, while others are relying heavily on rookies and backups to carry the load. As Week 14 approaches, every roster update matters. Teams fighting for playoff position are balancing urgency with caution, knowing that any setback at this stage of the season could shift momentum. With stars returning, others sidelined, and several players still questionable, the weekend ahead promises drama, unpredictability, and plenty of last-minute decisions.